What's up, Planeswalkers? Theric6, back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena, and today we're going back to our Muldrotha value deck. What we did, I posted a very long deck discussion write-up on the subreddit for Magic Arena and on the official forums. It took a while to write, but I did get one response. In the write-up, I mentioned that I currently wasn't playing Vraska, and that I feel that you shouldn't run too many between Vraska, Scarab Gods, and Lilianas. And RoboGunner essentially pointed out that something that I had missed is that you can -3 Vraska, next turn -3 Vraska, and then if you already have a Muldrotha out, play the Vraska again and -3 again. So I said, I'll probably end up cutting Lilies for it, and he was like, yeah, Liliana is just like too worth it. So then he suggested Eldest Reborn or Torment of Scarabs. I decided to take out Torment of Scarabs because Eldest Reborn has saved me in more situations, right? Like, if top decking Torment of Scarabs, probably not great. Top decking Eldest Reborn at least gets something off of their board. So that is the one change that I have, one major change that I've made. If you are curious about checking out the deck write-up I did, I will post a link to it in the description. I'll probably post to the one on Reddit, just because I feel like more people probably are on the subreddit than would have access to the forums. I'm not sure. Our opponent here is Muldrotha. Alright, let's see if we go for second. We're going second, which is meh. This hand is okay. It is not good, and the reason it is not good is because we do not have even a single black, but we don't have double black to play Golden Demise. However, we do have Champion on 3 into potential Thrashing on 4. Champion also allows us to potentially fix for our Golden Demise, or drop Golden Demise if this is a control matchup. So I think I am fine keeping his hand, especially since we do have a majority of swamps. So this is some sort of green. Potentially green-red Dinosaurs. Let's see if that is the case. Most likely green-red Dinosaurs here. Alright, go ahead and play our tap land. On the... I want to say on the subreddit, there was a post that Chris Clay, one of the designer people for Arena, mentioned that they might want... They're like looking into having Pauper be a... an event soonish. Obviously, we don't know like the timeline. It's just like, yeah, Pauper seems like a good event thing. Do I want to cycle Hieroglyphic Illumination here? No, I don't think I need to. They haven't been putting me under any pressure, so. So here the options are Champion Initiate or Champion of Wits. I don't know why I said Champion. This is Channeler. Like, it's very likely that they're holding up some sort of removal. If it's specifically Magma Spray, I would rather Channeler Initiate take it. If it's any other, like, non-exiling burn spell, I'd rather Champion of Wits take it. Alternatively, I could just play Thrashing Brontodon here. Because it doesn't really die to, like, anything. Next turn we'd be on 4 mana. I think assuming that they have some removal in hand, I think it actually is correct for me to Thrashing Brontodon. Essentially, the idea is that I'm just wasting their turn. And even though I'm not, like, ramping up or anything, I still have another land drop. I still have things to do, so. But yeah, I think it would be awesome if they brought Pauper to Magic Arena, even for just events for a little while. I would like to kill that. So here is where it would have been awesome to have Channeler Initiate out and then be able to Eldest Reborn, but, you know, say let be. We do have a Swamp, which is great. Because we essentially have guaranteed Eldest Reborn next turn. It's very likely that our opponent has... I know it's my go. I'm thinking. and talking. It's very likely that our opponent has the Dinosaur Fight card, and I don't really want to play Champion of Wits or Chandler Initiate into that. So I think it's fine passing here for Hieroglyphic Illumination, because it shows that they didn't have a land drop. They would be able to get a land if they do fight, but they wouldn't necessarily have such a one-sided fight. Like, even if they fight, I can still block. And that is why I'm not going to attack here, because I would be able to block and kill this guy. I'm not sure I would. Oh. That is interesting. I've never seen that card played. I've never seen that card at all. Yeah, I mean, sure. That seems fine. We'll see if our opponent has any other creature to play. Taking 2 here is absolutely fine. My worry about having Pauper as an event is that they need to recognize that Pauper is a fantastic format for people who don't have access to a bunch of, like, rares and mythics. Oh, and I guess uncommons too. Knowing that, hopefully Wizards recognizes that the entry fee for this format should probably be, like, generously low. Preferably without too much of a decrease in rewards. Like, Pauper would be a fantastic, like, beginner's format. Why is this upside down? Stop. It'd be a great beginner's format for people who are just getting in the game. They're like, I don't have a bunch of uncommons, commons, or rares. Sure, that's fine. I still got the value out of it. You know, I don't have a bunch of commons, uncommons, or rares, but I'm able to play in this format with the little bit of gold that I made with my few wins today. What? Oh, that's weird. It wasn't showing me. So I can cast that down, which is awesome. Evolving Wilds. A lot of great options here. I do need to, like, start using Champion of Wits to dig into my later game cards, but 1, 2, 3. So a funny thing is I can use Gift of Paradise onto Evolving Wilds to play double Gift of Paradise into cast down this turn. Is that what I want to do? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Part of me really wants to do that. The first one's definitely going on this. Sorry for the noise outside. I mean, I don't need to fetch, right? If I'm using Gift of Paradise. And one thing I noticed in the deck write-up is that if you Gift of Paradise onto an Evolving Wilds, then once you have Muldrotha, you can sacrifice it and get sweet, sweet value, because you can get both back with Muldrotha. I have no reason to play Channel Initiate here. Do I want to just cast down right now? No. I'm at 24, so I don't really need to worry too much if they decide to hit me. Will I end up killing that? Maybe? Possibly? I'm not entirely sure. Sure, I want to see what it gets, though. Goes with Riftjar Raptor. I might actually need to, might need to kill Riftjar Raptor instead. 3, 7. Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna save the cast down and kill Riftjar Raptor. So I will go ahead and play Champion Initiate first. Champion of Wits. Man, I'm just messing these card names up. Take action, see what I get. Cool, cool. I don't really need this Channel Initiate, like, at all. Definitely want to keep Eldest Reborn. I think his creatures are just going to be too big for Golden Demise, so I don't think I need that either. 1, 2... So definitely want to play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sadly, I do not have enough for Eldest Reborn plus Cast Down, but I do have enough for Gift. So we'll gift that up. Excuse me, what? Oh, right, the other option is... Yeah, okay, sure. That confused the crap. Yeah, and then I can just hold up Cast Down for when he casts Ripjaw Raptor. And I can chump somewhere around here, so this is fine. Let's see. He does not have any creatures I care about right now, so I need that to resolve. So this will die, so I don't actually have a blocker. And before that resolves, I have to cast down the Ripjaw Raptor just so he doesn't draw any cards. Sure. Die. And that's fine because I can just cast it next turn. Or in 2 minutes. Whatever. Cool. Liliana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 mana, so I'm probably just gonna Liliana and Eldest Reborn here. She doesn't exile, right? So I could even just like get back Champion of Wits. I'm gonna Eldest Reborn first. Black. Let's see what they sacrifice. I assume they're gonna sacrifice that. Yeah, which makes Liliana reanimating this a lot better. Let's go ahead and look on this. I'm actually not sure that's what I want to do though, because I would just end up discarding my hand anyway. So no, I think I'm fine just plussing.
I brought some mummified assistance.
I guess actually I could just get Thrashing Brontodon back, because that lines up pretty well against that. Yeah, I'll do that. And I'll I'll save the Champion of Wits for the following turn or something. Alright, let's see what our opponent has. Them being stuck on 4 mana for this long is pretty good for us. Alright, they do have a 5th land. Let's see what they have out of it. Savage Stomp, sure. That is fine. Liliana is going to die here. But I can always get Liliana back.
You failed to entertain me.
They're going to have to discard a card. They discarded Plummet, sure. Go ahead and eternalize our champion. Tap that. Would love to take that action, please. Muldrotha is great. Cast down is great. I will get rid of the Moment of Craving because I legitimately don't think I need it. I'll get rid of an island because I can get it back with Muldrotha. So I will go ahead and play this. I don't necessarily want to cast that down yet, because I can just block it. So it's possible I would rather cast something else now. It also is possible that they try to use Savage Stomp again, in which case I would want them to waste mana. And I'll absolutely block there. Like, yeah, sure. Let's see if they try any tricksy things, and if they do, then I'll cast down. Alright, they didn't. So I will probably have unfettered access to... So that, theoretically, is really bad. Because it's hard for things... It's hard to deal with. Get back, Liliana. The level of value is fantastic. But yeah, now I'm just going to cast Muldrotha and recast Eldest Reborn. And, like, at that point, I assume my opponent's going to scoop. And I should have... I didn't, like, actually calculate this, but I should have enough mana for that. Oh, yeah. Not only did I absolutely on board, but I also am able to play a land. Do that, and cast his enchantments. Apparently I have 2 in my graveyard. Oh, right. I forgot they naturalized one of them. Yeah. I mean, they're, like, at that point, they could not do anything, right? I had them on a constant Eldest Reborn loop, so. Cool. Man, these games are so long. Let's go do another one. Why not? People seem to really love these videos. Muldrotha is definitely the most viewed videos, I believe. And that's fine. I love playing this deck. Going up against Stafford. I mean, like, decks where you just drown your opponent in value are great. I'm going second again. How incredibly rude. This hand does not have super early things. And we're going second. So if we go up against a mono red deck, it's very possible we just, like, get run over. But I mean, that's fine. That said, you know, we do have Gift of Paradise into Thrashing Brontodon, and we have a Muldrotha in hand. I think this hand is fine. It's not great, I think it's fine. Let's see what our opponent's on. Blue of some sort. Alright, Stafford. Possibly Mono Blue. Possibly just doesn't have a second color. We do have the Field of Ruin against the Azcanta land, which is very nice. Another search for Azcanta, alright. Might regret putting that in the graveyard. Is it actually mono blue? What the heck? Alright, well, it's very possible that my gift is going to be countered here. And that would be lame, because I haven't drawn more lands, which is kind of dumb, but, you know. Let's see if they want to counter it. Think about something. Nope, they let it happen, which is fantastic for me. Just kind of gives us a little bit of insurance, just in case. And also it means that next turn, I can go ahead and cast Thrashing Brontodon, and they're almost certainly going to counter it. And why is that good? Well, it gets counters out of their hand. I actually really want to just cast Hieroglyphic Illumination. How many? I don't appreciate that. Yeah, I assumed there was only one, but that was weird. Oh man. I'm not worried about them activating search yet, so I do think I will cast Hieroglyphic, because I would like to hit my land drops. Let's see if they decide to counter. Nope, that's great for me. I can go ahead and play this tap land, stay on tempo, keep my lands going. They're probably going to cast a Hieroglyphic as well. That's strange. I guess they just needed a card draw. I do have to discard, but like, I'm a Muldrotha deck, fam. I don't care. Now the question is, do I want to discard one of my Thrashing Brontodons, knowing one of them is probably going to get countered? That's not necessarily true. They didn't counter the Hieroglyphic. I think I will get rid of one of the Brontodons just because I do have both Eldest Reborn and Muldrotha in hand. I still don't have to worry about search too much, and I do have the Field of Ruin in play in case it does actually get flipped. So our opponent is kind of down on cards. This is mono blue, and I don't know exactly what they're doing. They did miss a land drop, and I won't. I can even Gift of Paradise again, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I can Gift of Paradise into Brontodon. I wouldn't be able to activate the Brontodon, which is potentially bad, but so. If I Gift of Paradise, I can't cast Brontodon if they counter it. They have only 3 cards. I think I'm fine with that. If I gift, yeah, so if I gift and they do counter it, will I be able to? Yeah. So if they, even if they counter it, I will be able to cast Channeler Initiate. So I'm absolutely fine with that. Counter it, don't counter it. Otherwise, fine. Sure. Sounds good. Do I need to cast Channeler Initiate? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana, no. I think it's fine just getting out Thrashing Brontodon and or removing a counter from hand. Because if they don't counter this, I do get to just destroy one of the search, and they already lost one of them, so. I'm still unsure what my opponent is doing. I don't know what type of deck this is. Sure. I mean, that's one less cancel that's going to hit any of our other important targets, so. So this is a white-blue deck. They just haven't had any... I feel bad now. Ooh, Vraska. I mean, I'm at the point in the game, like, this card, like, doesn't matter. I'm at the point in the game where I'm just going to cast a, I'm going to cast a threat every turn. And they have to respond to these threats. I'm going to pose a question, and if you do not have an answer, you are going to have a bad time. See if they have a counterspell for this one. If they don't, I can just destroy a search. Looks like they do. Sure. Another cancel. What is the... Okay, so they can flip it, and I can Field of Ruin. They got rid of a Settle Wreckage. Okay, what do I want to do here? I would very much like to get Muldrotha out as soon as possible. They did just run through 2 counterspells, 5 cards in hand. I'll run it out. Even if it, like, the thing is, even if it gets countered, I have Eldest Reborn and Liliana. I'm not worried about them getting 1 card's worth of value on the Azcanta land. Just because we only have 6 mana and I don't want to necessarily, like, use up my turn for Field of Ruin yet. I suppose I could have Champion of Wits and use Field of Ruin this turn. That's possibly a better play. It looks like Muldrotha is going to resolve. Yeah, okay. So I need them to not have... Oh, you know what? They're probably going to... Yep. Sure. That does mean they don't get Search, which is fine. So yeah, I absolutely should have Champion of Wits beforehand. They finally got a Plains. Alright, I got a Forest. Do I want to... Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to activate this first. Oh, right. And the reason for this is, if they want to use their Azcanta land, they have to do it now. Let's see if they want to use it. Sure. That taps down a decent amount of their mana. It also will tell us if they get a counterspell off of it. They did not. They got a Teferi. So Teferi is, like, if they try to tap out with Teferi, then I can just... let's see. I need another blue source? Yeah. If they tap out with Teferi, then I can theoretically Eldest Reborn. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can Champion of Wits, or I can just Liliana. If I just Liliana... I think I'm going to Liliana, and the reason here is they're more likely to counter my Liliana than they are to counter Champion of Wits or Channeler Initiate, and I want them to use a counterspell, and oops, and then next turn, just try and jam Teferi. So let's see if they have a counterspell for this. It looks like they do. Sure. Yeah, so I'm hoping that they jam Teferi and they don't have another counterspell, so I can just Eldest Reborn. Okay, so they do jam.
I'm known for my excellent... Keep up the pace!
Oh yeah, meets Perry. You old bald man. Balding man. Yep. Alright, so we're just gonna try and jam Eldest Reborn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And we can cast Chandler Initiate. Regardless of what happens, we have the mana to cast Chandler Initiate. I would love for this to resolve, please. That'd be great. Don't you counter it? It doesn't look like they're going for their hands. Resolve. Come on, Sapper, don't have the counterspell. Maybe they're timing out on me in frustration? Syncopate for 2 doesn't work because I have my gift. I mean, it looks like they're just timing me out from frustration. But like, as you can see, like you can see the reasoning behind why I played Liliana last turn, right? He would not have used that counterspell, or that cancel on Champion of Wits or Chandler Initiate, right? And then he would have had that access right now against Eldest Reborn. Like the game played out exactly as I wanted it to. It's not playing out how I want it right now because my opponent is roping. I'm not gonna like be mean and like emote spam or whatever. I just vamp after I take a swig of my water. What are we talking about? Popper? Yeah, I would love to see them try various odd rule formats as events. Popper would be great. If they could find a way to implement Brawl, I think that'd be pretty cool. 1v1 Brawl. I don't like actively play Brawl, but if from what I recall, it doesn't like use sideboards or anything, right? Like it's just a Highlander format, but standard legal. So I feel like that'd be relatively interesting, right? Because like then people, it would have the same like benefit of Pauper, is that people don't necessarily have a super large collection, so you would just be able to play a bunch of 1-ups. Yeah, no, I think adding Brawl as a event format would be pretty cool. Brawl, Pauper, let's see what else. I don't know how they would do Sealed, but I think Sealed would be fun. I much prefer Sealed to Draft. I'm not entirely sure why. Probably has something to do with the fact that, like, I just see the entire pool of what I have access to, and I just build a deck from that, as opposed to, like, picking things, and then I'm like, oh, I should have picked this. This was open. I wasn't getting these signals, etc., etc. So, Stafford looks like he's going to time out here, which is unfortunate, but, you know, video's still going to be about 30 minutes, so. That was unfortunate that you had to see one of the more toxic aspects of Arena right now. Like, I kind of understand that he probably didn't like, I don't know, I messed that up. He probably didn't like that, like, I had, from his side, like, the exact answers right. But I made play decisions around what I thought he might have. And it turns out that I was correct about him having a counterspell in hand. He'd already run through several counterspells. It didn't look like he was playing other counterspells. So, you know, I was making decisions based on what I figured would be a likely scenario. And the fact that he... I don't want to say fell into it, but, you know, the fact that that is what his game plan was, shouldn't make him feel bad. Like, I don't necessarily think that what he was doing was incorrect. Him not having white mana for so long is pretty unfortunate. But, like, just, if you're frustrated, just concede, close the game, and walk away, you know? There have absolutely been times where I'm, like, just dying, like, turn 5 against aggro constantly, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna not play for a little bit. And I think that's what people really have to do. But I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you did. Go ahead and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, cast a comment to the comment sections down below, and until next time, all will be one.